Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kenny, and I'm here to talk about an interesting topic that I've been seeing popping up a lot in the K-pop industry lately, which I'm like, okay, it's making me be like, okay, I'm not like shocked, but I'm shocked at the same time. That's weird. So it's, as you can see by the title, is K-pop idols saying the N-word. Now, for me, it like obviously I know like other races, probably say it in like their own time, or like, they probably wonder, oh, like if black people, if we can say it, if they can say it, us, why can't I say it? Like, whatever the case may be. But I'm, very firm on like, there nobody besides black people is supposed to say it. So for me, it really throws me to a loop because the people I'm going to talk about in this video are actually people that I've liked, that I listen to, and like that I'm fans of. But you gotta hold people by the cross. Any last word? Like you gotta hold them up till you can't, just like look the other way. Like I know some people are trying to, but I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like talk about the incidents and things like that, and then I'm gonna give my full thoughts at the end. That's what I'm gonna do. So the first person who I want to talk about is crazy enough one of my favorite girls in the K-pop industry. You're a dummy, bitch. Is Hyolyn. Now, if y'all don't know Hyolyn, she's a solo artist, but she came from a four-member girl group, Sistar. It was her, Hyolyn, or Hyolyn. She went by two different ways: Bora, Soyu, and Dassel. But now she's more of a solo artist, and basically what happened was, now this wasn't this year, but it was last year in February 15th, and basically she was singing a Doja Cat song, "Say So." And basically, obviously Doja Cat is black, so she says nigga in her song. And Hyorin, she posted it on her story. Now, this the thing. I remember I didn't see the actual video myself, but I remember when she posted the apology of it, because obviously I follow her on Instagram, and I was like, whoa, 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 what's going on? So when that happened, I was like really shocked, because I was like, I follow her career and stuff, and like her being a solo artist, she is in America a lot. Like she travel around in America, and when she travels around in America, she usually has like this one residential black girl as her backup dancer. And so that's that. And then for her music videos, especially when she became like a full-fledged solo artist, she was using, like, I believe it was the same black girl in her music videos. So for me, I was just thinking about, like, one, I wonder how did she feel about this, and if she if she knew that Hyorin uses the N-word, does she allow her to do it? That's honestly was my first thought. Because I do follow her career, so that was like my instant thought. And so I was really shocked by that, and it really like kind of threw me from it through a tailspin, because it's like some people could be like, oh well, she was singing a song, she wasn't saying it to anybody, which granted, okay, yes, that's a point, I guess, but at the same time, she knows it's wrong, so why would she do it? And then not only that, you put it on your story, girl.
Yo, Prince, I got an important question for you. Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Stupid. You heard it here.
But nevertheless, she did post an apology, and she posted it, I believe, the next day, and basically, apologizing, and I forgot exactly what she said, but I posted, somewhere on her so you can see what she said. And I did read it. But for me, it did like it still took me a while to like, listen to her songs, like because obviously, she is an artist I listen to, so she is in my Apple Music, so I would skip her songs for a long time. And like I will say because this was her first offense that I've ever seen, and she did apologize a day after, even though in my opinion it was not the most intelligent move to post it on your like story, like girl. Anyways, I was like, okay, it's her first offense. She apologized. Okay, whatever. Bam. Still took me a little while to like, listen to her music, but I would be lying if I said every time I listen to her music, I do think about her saying the N-word. I will say that. And I will always say in the back of my head, I always be like, well, I just hope you ain't racist, girl. Please just don't be racist, girl.
Do you know them? No. But in the club, we all fam. What? In the club, we all fam. I don't. In the club, we are all family. Are you racist?
Don't make me forgive you for no reason, girl. On March 30th, this person that said they worked for YG, they got fired, right? And on March 30th, they leaked a whole bunch of things about different companies, different agencies, and like about on like they groups and stuff like that. But one of the things, pertaining to this video is, the N word. And so it happens to be, three members of Blackpink, Lisa, Rose, and Jenny. They, were doing, which I'm guessing were monthly evaluations and stuff for like, singing and rapping and stuff, like, see where they at and like, their skill set and, whatever. Show, songs where they was singing and rapping the N word. Now, I'm not gonna lie. And this is not giving them a pass because I'm not. I don't want you to think I'm giving them a pass because I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't really surprised with Lisa and Jenny. I'm not. It's just like certain people in my head when I look at them that are not black, I'll be like, I can see them saying it in their private time. I'd be like that. I ain't gonna lie. I do. I'd be like, I could see them definitely saying it in their private time. Basically, I was like not surprised with it, but at the same time still surprised because it was like, blatant. I think that's how you say it. It was like, in my face, like they said the N-word, like just right there.
I know you better get out of my face. Out of my face. Out of my face. This is all me up in here. You handle that.
In your face. No doubts about it. Now, the person who I was really shocked by was Rose. I was like, girl, what are you doing? Like, what? Like, it just sounded so weird. And then, like, it was a song she was singing. Obviously, it wasn't a rapping song, but still, I was just like, what? Now, I will say this. I know Jisoo happy that she don't know a lot of English now. I bet she happy she ain't learned. She just now starting to learn her English. Uh, Now, I will say I've been checking they post on Instagram and stuff, and ain't none of them issue no apology. So right now, even though as much as I love and like Blackpink, I'm sorry I will not be listening to them. I will not be no none of that. I'm sorry. Because this the thing, I watch White Lotus, and the main reason I watch White Lotus is because of Lisa. So the fact that this girl around her rapping the N word back in the day, and like I don't know, like, is she supposed to be like, because some people be like, okay, her studio, not her studio, her company made her, sing it because she was young and stuff. Okay, I would say that is a possible fact. I'm not, what is it? I'm not, all I'm saying is, I'm not saying that that's not a possibility. Even if that is, it's like, say, hey, even if that is the possibility, then say, first apologize, obviously, because you're not black, so you shouldn't be saying that word. And just be honest, be upfront, like just be 100 with it. I mean, what's out there, so you got. I'm sorry, you own up to it. Basically, you grown. Come on, just own up to it. It was so long ago. Now, if they are saying it still, and that's another thing. That's another thing. So yeah, no, I have not seen the apology from them. So right now, I cannot support them. Cannot. So the last incident that I wanted to talk about is, now this one is not necessarily regarding the N word, but I am gonna tie it back to the video. So just, wait to the end, wait to the end. So basically, Kiss Alive, they had on Julie's 25th birthday, I believe, they had a live stream, and it was supposed to be old school hip hop style. And basically, they showed a picture of three black men, and it's supposed to be like the reference of it, of like, the theme or whatever, right? And so in that video, they were, speaking in like a black accent. They were doing a lot of AAVE. The way that they were dressed, it was very much like, hip hop style that you would see, the stereotypical, I guess rapper back in the 90s would dress like, things like that. And like, it seemed less like because their music is like, based with a lot of hip hop. So for them, they made it seem like it was more going to be like a celebration of like the style, but a lot of people feel like it was more like a mockery of it. So that, it kind of went left, and so it made them like, at the end they deleted it. But then after they deleted it, oh, also I forgot to say they had nicknames too. The nicknames was Lil Taco Bell, NT, and Bob Sky. Now I don't know what the hell Bob Sky came from. That was, for me, like the most random one out of the bunch. But yeah, and this incident happened on April 2nd, but they issued a written apology on April 7th. Now this is my thing. I will say, if y'all gonna do all this on video, and this is just me personally, I am black.
Getting word now that Beyonce isn't the only black celebrity. Some are saying Kerry Washington may also be black. No, it can't be. She's on ABC.
I want a video apology. If you gonna do, let me see. If you gonna do all this on a live stream, and because I'm gonna tie it back into the video in a minute. If you're gonna do all this on a live stream, I'm gonna need you to also live stream that apology. I don't want a handwritten apology because anybody could have wrote that. Anybody could have.
You lie! You lie!
That's what I immediately thought. Now, I didn't see the actual live stream, but I watched like little clips and stuff like that. And yes, it did look a little bit like a mockery. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, wow. It was a little cringy too. But I wasn't like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm not somebody that get like really offended like really easily. But at the end of the day, obviously it was offensive, and so I feel like it definitely should have been a live stream apology. And this is why I'm also being a little bit more harsher and harder on them, is because tying it back to the video, Miss Julie, who also we had that had the birthday for, who birthday it was for, on July 22nd of 2023, she had a old video come out, or around that time, because I couldn't really figure out when the old video was resurfaced, but that's the day that she had the public apology on her Twitter of the video of her rapping the N-word. And pretty much it was pretty much like the same thing with Lisa Rose and Jenny. Basically, it was like, when she was in YG, because she was a YG trainee before. She was with the company she's in now. And I'm guessing for a monthly evaluation of some sort in the training program, where either she picked the song, they picked the song, we ain't gonna know until somebody, you know, come out and say it, if they come out and say it. And like, she had to apologize for it basically. So, I'm a little harsher because it's like, girl, you already said the N word and now you do this 2 years later? Yeah, no. Okay, so my thoughts on this. All these incidents, none of them were geared towards anybody black, but at the end of the day, I do feel like nobody black should be saying the N word. Now, people have the argument of black people shouldn't be saying the N word as well, which I do see a lot of people arguments, which, I can agree with. And in a perfect world, yes, yes, nobody would be saying the N word. But as a black person that says the N word, as a gay person that says the F word, the P word, because I take liberation in saying these words back.
Say it louder. I'm ugly and I'm proud. Louder! I'm ugly and I'm proud. Louder! I'm ugly and I'm proud. I am ugly and I'm proud. I'm ugly and I'm proud. Is that what he calls it?
To my friends, we saying back to each other, all that stuff. Like I like it's just ingrained in me, and it just is what it is. But for me, it does make me look at the ones who comes out with the videos leaked of them saying the N word and stuff. I do obviously look at them differently. Like, ooh, do I want to support them? Especially as someone that's been into K-pop at such a long time, a black person that's been into K-pop for such a long time. It does make me sad. I ain't gonna lie, because especially where like certain people, like me being a dancer, I want to work, or I would have wanted to work with some of these people. But now I'm thinking, if I work with them, are they gonna be thinking about, oh, this N word? I'm working with this N word. I don't want to work with this N word. This N word. I don't want to be thinking about that the whole time, because I know me. I'm gonna be thinking about that. So yeah, no. And like they said, to bring it up, which I wasn't gonna bring it up, but when they was talking about Lisa with the reporter, the black reporter, it made it seem like, I guess the video seemed like, or people was analyzing the video, making it seem like that she didn't want to talk to the reporter.
Oh my God, Lisa. Lisa, can we get one question for Canada? So sorry. For Canada? One question? What's that? Tell him we broadcast like this. Get her. Get her. Get the. Okay. All right, so here we have Lisa, and even though we've got blinks, I'm trying to do this for Lainey. I'm trying to do this for the rest of us, but they don't want to talk to us right now. Okay, Pierce. Wow, how are you, good sir? I'm very good.
The black man, but then the black man cleared it up and said that she did want to talk to him, but her manager is the one who cut that off. So yeah, I don't know. I will say I do think about it a lot, because I'm just like, I do enjoy K-pop and stuff like that, but and they do take a lot from our culture, the black culture, and I always, tell people that that's not into K-pop, because I know I see the arguments with, like, people saying, like, black people that are into K-pop, support, them and their racist things and all stuff like that. And I see that, and I'm always like, my friends that are not into K-pop, I'm always like, obviously, I do understand that they take, well, and then I don't want to say cultural appropriate, because I like the way that, like, obviously you can tell it's like culture appreciation, but they also do their own spin to it. Like, that's what I like about it, because I love things out of the box, and I feel like they do those things out of the box, and like, I enjoy that. Now, don't get me wrong. Find me a black person, a black girl, mainly because I love girl groups. But find me a black girl group that's doing all that, and I support them just as much as I support K-pop. I truly would, and I tell my friends that all the time. But we don't have that. So now obviously I still love my black girl groups. Like right now, the main one that I'm thinking about that's like out currently is Flow. Really good, really really like them. But yeah, I ain't gonna ramble on too much. So tell me what y'all thought about the video. I really want to hear y'all discussions, because I feel like I really want to talk about this really bad, but I've been so busy with work, with school, and I almost forgot. If you made it to the end of this video, which I really hope you did, me and my best friend are in a dance competition, and we are in the semifinals. We are going to be in Chicago on the 19th of April. And I'm gonna put more information down below, because I can't remember all the details of everything, but it is, I want to say, managed or sponsored by Art J Lab. I'm gonna put all the details and stuff, their things in the bottom, because right now I'm doing vlogs with my best friend, and I'm gonna post those as well. It's a K-pop competition, K-pop dance competition, so it's gonna be so fun. Yeah. So more things to come, more videos. Yes, I'm going to be doing more. I promise. Again, I don't know when I'm gonna post again because I'm busy. Yeah. See y'all next time. A lot of people felt like it looked like a mockery.
This weekend only, Macy's has the lowest prices of spring. How low? $495 men's suits for only $159. And jewelry now $500.